So Duet Abyss is a game that just released yesterday, and it's already getting reviewed bombed. This does remind me a little bit of another certain game on launch. This is not about that game, it's about Duet Abyss. So first up, before we dive into like the little reviews, I just want to get a little bit of the community's like reaction from Sticks, and also my own personal thoughts on the game when I first played at launch. So here are the common sentiments from players on day one by Sticks. There are definitely mixed reviews. So the overall consensus is that the positive is that it has great graphics on PC, combat is smooth and fluid, fantastic voice acting, no character gacha, monetization is cosmetic, no stamina system for grinding, lots of customization options for characters, shared accessories, a plethora of outfits that each character can wear if purchased. I'm gonna go a little bit in depth on this. So first up, these 2 points. Great graphics on PC. So when I was playing on PC, my graphics were not great. It feels very, the graphics feels very immature, you could say. It feels like a game at launch. Definitely. It does not have anything on the level of, a game like Wuthering Waves, which, by the way, at launch day, it does have graphics issues as well. I also had a lot of issues with the shading. I don't know if it's the Unreal Engine's fault or the game's fault, but I ran into issues where the character animations, when I was trying to use them, here's a clip of it, that I was not able to to finish the animation, and there was just a big like brown screen in front of me, and then afterwards my character turned completely black. Yes, completely black. And not just my character that turned completely black, is other character models. So for example, the NPCs also become black. Pause. But yeah, you get it. So there's definitely some issues with the graphics, with the shadings. So I would not say there's gonna be great graphics on PC. And if you see here, poor graphics on mobile, you best believe like this is for real, because there ain't no way a mobile phone with like outdated specs could run a game, even when my PC, which is which is a 5070 Ti, have problems with. Like, that's a big issue. So I would not say this is positive. Combat is smooth and fluid. I would also say this is not positive, because I felt the combat were very like, it's kind of rigidy sometimes, and it's not that smooth also as well. I just feel the combat is right now lackluster, to be honest. For me, maybe I'm just accustomed to WoA, but like for me it's very slow and very lackluster, but they could always improve in the future. So right now I'm not gonna go on the bandwagon and say this is EOS type of shit. So they definitely have time to improve these problems. Fantastic voice acting, definitely good voice acting, but the one thing I ran into a little problem is that the lip syncing on one of the characters, I forgot her name. She's a mommy character though. I mean, I'll just show you that her lip syncing is completely off. So I did change into the Japanese version of voice acting, so I don't know if that's a problem. But I don't know, but I did not play in English voice acting, and I played in Japanese voice acting, so I don't know if the lip syncing problem was because of that. But it shouldn't happen like that. So that's another problem. But this is true. No character gacha is great. Monetization is cosmetics. That's great as well. So there's no incentive for you to even. So there's no guaranteed incentive that you need to pull for anything, because cosmetics doesn't go into meta unless your meta is tits and ass. No stamina system for grinding. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hate stamina as well. Lots of hate stamina for like grindy games. Lots of customization options for characters, shared accessories, a plethora of outfits that each character can wear if purchased. That's all great. These, yeah, talk about poor graphics on mobile. Optimizations on mobile is terrible. Don't know about that. Combat seems to lack a little weight and is flowy. And definitely right for PC as well. Story is underwhelming. I did not yet finish the story. World feels a bit empty is also correct. There really isn't a lot going on. It's just NPCs walking around, and then you spend the majority of the story following like Scythe or something. I forgot. Scythe. Movement can be sluggish, that's correct. Lots of disconnects and server instability issues. I have experienced like black screens a lot of times. And it kind of made the stream experience not that great for me, and the launch experience not that great for me. But the overall consensus I have for the game right now is that it has a lot of potential to become something like Wuthering Waves. Because if you don't remember, Wuthering Waves has the same exact problems like right here. Like, it has bad graphics, there's a lot of graphics issues. The combat wasn't that great, it was limited. These I can't really talk about because Wuthering Waves is a gacha game, so you can't compare a gacha game to a non-gacha game. But the most important thing around like poor graphics, optimizations, story is underwhelming, and world feeling empty is correct. But there are hundreds of ways that they can improve this in the next patches. So we just have to wait and see till like maybe 2.0 and see what happens. But a lot of people, of course, they're reviewing Bomb in the game already. But there's probably like some real consensus on these low reviews. So the majority are 1-star reviews. Okay. Well, it came out yesterday, so everything is recent. Download failed multiple times, can get 10% progression. After 4%, it went back to 0% standing, saying it was a connection problem. At first, I thought it was my connection or my phone specs doesn't meet the requirements. Okay, phone is already a big issue. But after going to reviews and seeing many people saying they're having the same problem as mine, yeah, it's a game issue. So at this point, I was so excited since months ago to play this game. I'm sorry to hear about that, actually. I don't know if mobile definitely has a big issue. Seems like this person is playing on mobile. I noticed that when downloading game data or resources, the progress resets to 0% after reaching around 50%. This forces me to re-download everything again, and the app overall size keeps increasing even though I already downloaded the same files before. Can you please look into this issue? It's frustrating to repeatedly restart the download and see the app take up more storage space for no reason. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of like the reviews are about the download. I guess the part of the problem, I didn't have any problems with downloading the game at all, but because I'm looking at the Google Play Store for phone and tablets, that is a major issue for handheld platforms. So they definitely have to fix this issue. Maybe give out like a new patch to patch these problems. It seems like among the mobile players, like what I'm seeing here is that they can't open the game and they can't even download the game. Whenever I open the app, my settings tells me app error. It was detected that the Dual Night Abyss app crashed due to its own issues. Please wait for an update to fix the problem or submit feedback through the in-app customer service channel. Is my phone that trashy even though it's a gaming phone? I was excited to play the game. I'm so sad that I can't play the game I waited. So 3,000 reviews, and the majority of them are 1-star because it seems like they can't download the game or they can't even play the game. Pretty sure the developers or maybe Styx could reach out to them and talk about what's going on with the the mobile version of Dual Night Abyss, because the PC version has its own issues, because I have the issues as well. But it seems like the mobile version is terribly undertuned, and have way more issues than the PC version. Not a lot of things in the iOS version. iOS version actually is 4.6 stars and 271 ratings, which is way less than the Google Play one. So I guess this is majority a Android system problem, I guess. I mean, I use an Android, so you can't say I'm an you can't say I'm an Android shit talker, okay? But maybe this is just an Android, Play Store problem, and not really a handheld device problem. So yeah, that might be the main issue. So not looking too great on the Play Store, but looking really good at the iOS store. So that is my thoughts on the game so far. I have high hopes for this game, to be honest, because all the problems it's stated right here is a problem that Wua had, and Wua fixed it. And when you see what Wua is, and you see what position Wua is in right now, you just can't help to have like high hopes for a game like this on this caliber as well. So yeah, so this is all I have to say about Duet Night Abyss Day 1.